Okay, so I've been playing a few games in this, and I've gotten up to Tier 3 in the D2 medium tank on the French line. And I decided, since this is my favorite map in the PC version, I'd try to commentate this one. I'm heading over the heavy line, the banana, which is the 8-9 area there next to the hill. Since the D2 kind of is more like a heavy tank, it's got pretty good armor in its tier. I'm not fully upgraded. I have the first package, which gets me the 25mm Ricorci gun, which is good, because the shotgun is fucking awful on this thing. I forgot that, because it's been 3 years since I played it. Just quickly checking to see what I'm up against. Nothing too worrying on the enemy team. Which is good, because at this year I still don't have tons of pen. I've been developing some opinions about this, and I'll talk about some things as I'm playing, because it gives some good demonstrations of things I'm not liking too much about the Xbox One version of this game. Spotted a T1E6X1, the special Xbox One tank, take a couple of pot shots at him, and he gets away. Start advancing. D2 is many things, fast is unfortunately not one of them. And those T1E6s, I have to say, the version in this game seem a lot more OP than I remember on the PC version. They were given away actually as a reward tank. Take another shot. There, finally hit him. And again, another shot. And another. And he's gone. Okay, good. 25mm Ricorci is a great gun. Good pen, good aim time. Very accurate. Good gun for tier 1, 2, and 3. And now I run into some Panzer 3As. And now I start putting that rate of fire to work. These two just, I guess they just don't know what to do with me, and they're just bouncing off me. And I'm not bouncing off them. That's one down, and now another. Somebody's on our cap, we get like 4 tanks taking care of it. I'm ignoring them, just continuing to lay into these Panzer 3As. He's backing off. My tracks are fixed, I'm going to advance on him. The first thing I would note is that there's something weird going on with the aiming, and there's going to be a perfect example of this coming up. Where I'm aiming on stuff, and I really and honestly, I should be firing, and I should be hitting them. It's almost like a desync issue, or like there's just something not correct. I have an 80 megabit a second file connection, so I'm not lagging. You know, and even up in the upper left-hand corner, you see I'm not lagging. I would say it might be server stress issues, something along those natures with the Big World engine, the way it works, where all the hits and everything are calculated on the server side to prevent, exploitation. There's an M2 medium right here to my right, just waiting for me, but again, here's one of my other big complaints, the zoom in. It's either fully zoomed in, or it's backed off like this, and I really wish there was a more linear way of controlling it, but again, with the limitation of controllers, I'm guessing there probably isn't. I guess it really is just on and off. Could you get used to it? I guess, but as somebody from the PC version who's used to using the mouse wheel to control my zoom, it's really, really inconvenient. I'm going to go right here and see if I can nail this the Panzer 3A who escaped my wrath before. Again, I'm sitting here and trying to lead targets with a controller I'm finding very difficult. I'm deciding now to advance to their caps, since that's probably where the rest of the enemies are. And this is where I have to be honest, I'm gonna die. And I'm not too happy about it. Because I just don't feel like this was my fault. And again, with the somewhat screwy zoom, and I find when I hit zoom in, I lose where the hell my turret's pointing, unlike on the PC version. See, how do my shots miss there is what I'm wondering. Something's definitely off to me on the input. See, it's almost like my phantom shells or something. Shells are just going right through them. Anyways, this is the end of this replay. I have to say, it definitely needs some work. It's a pretty interesting translation, but not perfect.